Hello, my friends. Today I will be reading memes in ASMR soft spoken style. Please like, share, and subscribe. And here are the memes I found recently on Reddit.com. I asked 100 women what their favorite soap in the shower was, and the most popular response was, "How the bleep did you get in here?" I found this kind of funny. Generally, I don't get that kind of response when I try this. Absolutely no one. Some hub says you won't last 5 minutes playing this game. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I mainly saved this because of the photo. I honestly didn't understand the text. I just had to look it up. I knew about the type of ads that say, there are hot moms or whatever, like 3 miles away from you. I've seen those before. I didn't quite understand this. Apparently, on certain websites that would not be named here, there are ads for online games of a certain style that tease you won't last like 30 seconds or whatever playing this game. You guys can connect the dots on what that means. The photo still gets me. Man, this looks like a deleted scene from one of the Jurassic World movies. uh, you've heard of FPS. Well, some people think it stands for first person shooter. Some people think it stands for frames per second. However, it really stands for fat pucking squirrel. I love this meme. I love this meme template. This is so good. Uh, God inventing the horse. God, you can run fast. Horse, nice. God, a little human will sit on you and hit you with a stick. Horse, God, he gets the trophy and cash if you win. Horse, dude, what? God, if you break a leg, you get shot. Horse, yo, WTF. God, you got a 4-foot weenie. Horse, okay, I'm in. This is kind of sad. Like, I can imagine that a lot of men specifically are kind of this mindset. You can be, I can make a joke right now about how certain types of people have certain types of anatomy, but I'm gonna let that go. But still, I can totally see a lot of people agreeing with God on this. The sign says, though blurry, "Slow down or we will call your mom." The orphan, after seeing the sign, "I paid for the whole speedometer, I'm gonna use the whole speedometer." This kind of reminds me of like the signs that say "slow kids at play," and you read it as like literally slow kids. Yeah, you get it. Hey, no, it's true. If you're gonna pay for it, you might as well use the whole thing. POV, you show your goofy side. Don't quite understand that. But CBS News reports Florida man, 37, arrested for kidnapping 27 people and forcing them to play Yahtzee for 36 hours straight. Now, I do find this kind of cruel. The least you could do is have them play Monopoly, but then you only get about 2 games done before they were released. So, I'm not saying I approve of his styles, but I understand. Quarantine's doing some weird stuff to people. Frankenstein is a scientist. Most people agree with that, but there are some people who are either too dumb and say Frankenstein is the monster, or too smart and say Frankenstein is the monster. And what I love about this is the contrast. It's like the graph on the left is saying the literal monster that was created is Frankenstein. But the people on the right of the graph, towards the higher side of IQ, will be saying, no, Frankenstein the doctor is the monster. It's the whole, who's the monster, who's the man story trope, which I was introduced to from Hunchback of Notre Dame, the movie and the book. So I don't know. This wasn't funny per se. I just like smart memes like this. I kind of wish there was like a r/smart memes or something like that. If there is something like that, please let me know in the comments down below and I will check it out. Mom, when you are done watering the plants, let me know. We need to talk. Me. Flooding the whole neighborhood. I have done this before in my youth where my mom or dad wouldn't talk to me and it did not sound good. So I would often be as slow as I can with the process. I remember specifically one time when I was 7 years old and we were living in hotels, I think in Southern California, and I could tell my mom was happy, and I spent like 10 minutes brushing my teeth. Good Lord, that did not help. Advice for your kids: if your parents are angry, just get it over with. It'll be best for all of us. Meet Suzanne, the woman who will beat the billionaires into space without a rocket. Like, really? First off, don't smoke. Just don't do it. But if you're going to smoke, don't do it near a propane. Propane tank dispenser. Like, now these things are made not to blow up. To not blow up very easily, so this probably is not going to be any issue. But I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it like beat the building into space without rocket. I just imagine her going all Lilo and Stitch. Remember the scene from Stitch where he pulls the gas tank open and he launches into space? I can imagine her doing that. Yeehaw! What did you gain during this pandemic? I will let you guys connect the dots on that one. But I can imagine a lot of men, and for that matter, some women, have gained that power. Look, Ron, these work way better than wands. I kind of want to see how the Harry Potter story unfolds if one of them brought a gun. Oh man, I can imagine how that's gonna fly. Oh man. And of course, to add it all together, the slippers he's using that. Oh, this is just great. Never trust a fart. Now, in all honesty, I think this is either a mud bath or a coffee bath. I know you're thinking coffee baths. Now, I read somewhere, I can't remember where, I think it's in Russia, but somewhere there's experiments of people trying coffee baths. Supposedly it cleans out the skin. I don't know. But I love this. Never trust a fart. This pretty much is the reason why I don't eat at Taco Bell. It's like, ew, this is so gross. I am a simp, seriously interested in murdering pedophiles. Now again, I know keep this in good fun, but like I'm of the mindset where, like, honestly, I don't want to get too serious, but if someone's convicted of pedophilia, like I don't mind death penalty, to be honest. Like, if you're going to do that to a child, there's pretty much no hope for you. There's no hope for you to help society, so let's just get rid of you. So yes, in this case, I am indeed a simp. When your mom told you not to get tattoos because they're, quote, expensive and permanent, but insist you get a wife and have children, and you're like, really? First off, I love this. I love this template. But now I don't watch SpongeBob. Is this normally where his eyes is and just his nose missing? I thought his eyes were slightly higher on his head. Or is this like part of the episode where his nose was missing? But I don't know. It's like, this is good because it's kind of true to an extent. And I know there are some ASMR artists who I interact with who have tattoos whose parents are not very happy with it. I wonder if they feel the same. Because I noticed that not all, but a number of ASMR artists seem to be single and prefer to be that way. But I don't know. It's just like, this is kind of funny because like a tattoo, while permanent, you can't really get rid of it. You can get rid of your wife and kids, but that's a lot messier. But I don't know. I kind of would prefer to have a wife and kids than tattoos. Like, I'm not really into tattoos, but yeah. So I like these odds. The lottery gives you a 1 in 200 million chance you won't go to work tomorrow, but alcohol gives you 1 in 5. And this dude or chick right here has it right. And jumping in front of a train makes it 1 in 1. That's so true. Remember, guys, if you're parachuting and your parachute does not go off, you have your entire lifetime to get working again. This is so good. There we go. Me, the whole titty. I love this. Oh, I love Kirby. But yeah, it's like, you've got good if you can't get the whole thing in your mouth. Let's just say that. I'm not going to go any farther with that. You guys make the jokes you think should be made with that. Me mentions a girl's name for the second time. My mom. Yeah, this was me too. My mom will call me every once in a while to see how I'm doing my schooling and my life, etc., etc. And when I tell her about my lab partners, most of which have been female, and I know them by name, my mom automatically assumes I'm either dating this person or whatever. And it's like, this is hilarious, honestly, because I like memes that resonate with me. Not a whole lot of memes do, but because I just don't mess with stupid, but this one did. I was like, this is funny because I've experienced this firsthand. It's like, mom, just because I'm either friends with someone female or I know happen to know her name, does not mean that I'm dating someone or whatever. So, but parents, This is Michael. Michael gave me a lime. It had his number. Then he proceeded to say, it's a pickup lime. Hashtag get you a Michael. I think we all deserve a Michael in our lives. I mean, this is genius. And if she doesn't or he doesn't run away, then it's meant to be. Like, honestly, I want to ask someone out like this, and if someone wants to do that to me, that'd be just fine. That's great. Pickup line. That awkward moment when you spawn in the enemy's base. Ooh. This is good. Now, I kind of want to know how this was filmed. Like, did Chicken just happen to walk across KFC? Or did someone plant there? Is this photoshopped? I don't really know. But it's just great. Even if it's not photoshopped, this is wonderful. I almost feel like I recognize KFC because those mountains in the background almost look familiar, like when I was in California. But I don't know, so. The odd ones out, and we all know who that is, tweets, it makes more sense for guys to be the ones who go out who go to the bathroom in groups, cause they can talk to each other while peeing. But the sea rabbit jumps in when no one asks and says it's so much easier if you use the same urinal too. Well, not only is it easier, but you have something to talk about. Oh, forgive me. When you get comfy on the couch and the snack bowl is just out of reach. Well, where I live, I don't have a coffee table, so that's not a real issue. Not to mention, I don't really watch TV, so this doesn't resonate with me. I just like the photo. The sad little cat. Hashtag first world problems. A nut. However, this person says, I was scared yesterday when I'm a kid because it was kind of scared. Guess what this is from? R/I had a stroke. What I like about these type of posts is, what is this guy even trying to say? Stories. My sister came home from school one day and asked me to take her to the library so she could get books on sign language. She said there was a new kid at school who was deaf and she wanted to be friends with him. Today, I stood beside her at their wedding, watching her sign I do. This makes my heart warm. Just because you read memes does not mean all of them have to be done by funny and sick people. But I really like stories like this. Like, this is really sweet. This is true love. I'm starting to learn sign language myself. So it's not easy because it's its own dialect. Like, much like with going from English to like an Oriental language, going from English to even English ASL, it's not a perfect translation, so sometimes you have to mess with it a little bit. But still, this is back to what we were talking about. This is just really sweet. I love stories like this. English, hello. Germans, allo, I think. And Spanish, hola. And then Russia, ugh. Zdravstvuj. Who knows? I'm not Russian, but I love the Tom the Tom template as well. Generally, you have that with the Harry Potter ones, but this is great. But it is weird. Generally, it's German who's getting the short end. Like, I see a lot of memes of the German language just being way out there. But today, it's Russia's turn to be the Black Swan. No, is that right? No, Black Sheep. I threw up in the toilet. You okay? There's up in the toilet. You're getting blocked if you keep that up. I make jokes like this with my family as well. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But I always tweet something like, I'm not going to apologize. I don't apologize. Or me not apologize is back alright. Inside jokes. Oh, this is good. Girls, boys always waste time. And this is how boys waste time. And this is just basically a flowchart. I spent a good 5 minutes just admiring this. You have over here you have the bodies of Baby Yoda, Mike, Shrek, and Kermit. And over here the heads of Baby Yoda, Mike, Shrek, and Kermit. Obviously make a diagonal and you get the way it's supposed to be, but we go outside diagonal, you get some really messed up ones. I haven't really decided which one's my favorite. I think my favorite's Shrekmit, I guess, or Kermek, or how are we gonna say it? But this one's gotta be my favorite. Although the Mike and Shrek one is pretty good too. I don't know. I spent way too much time admiring this meme. The only thing I have to critique it on is there should be like comment here, like girls or period or something. Girls, how boys waste time. Period. How boys actually waste time. Or something like that. Like the text here is off. But other than that, great meme. I want to add the boy to the wager. I will train him to become a Jedi. That kid's a sociopath. You've known him for only 5 minutes. I've known him his whole life. If you gave him a laser sword, he'd probably kill all you Jedi. And thinks about it for a minute. I'll take that bet. This is great because I don't remember the prequels all that well. Like, I remember the original trilogy very well. I don't remember the prequels that well, at least as well as I should. Weren't there signs of Anakin being a problem? All in all, I do think there's not really a plot hole per se because he may not have noticed it. And what's his name? Sabub or something like that? May have just chalked up to him being upset he's a slave, but this is, I mean, yeah, it's good hindsight. When you wake up late and can't find Noah. I love these costumes. I love the videos of like them racing or fighting or surfing. But this is great. It's like the flood started. Is this the boat right here? Maybe the flood started and T-Rex here or Raptor. No, I think it's T-Rex. It's like wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. These are so good. And of course, don't start fighting in the comments about dinosaurs were that the flood or not. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. Weak aura. Vegans who are vegan because they love animals. Strong aura. Vegans who are vegan because they hate plants. I respect the strong aura vegans better. And ASMR Rapunzel, if you hadn't been watching this video, by some miracle of God, which one are you? Gen Z when they realize that there are also black cops. Any idea what the protocol is here? Without getting too political, I'll explain the context a little bit. It's, at least to me, it seems like Gen Zers who all, like hashtag BLM and hashtag defund the police, whatever, they seem to react more when it's white cops. However, when it's like black cops, they tend to kind of like back up and don't say anything. Because I honestly think some of these people probably get a little confused. It's like, well, hold on, is it white cops who are racist or is it all cops who are racist? Because most of the time, I think statistically I've read that disproportionately the race of the cop who perpetuates the beatings is generally black, not white. But again, that's the context. I found this funny because from my own experience, I have noticed this. In fact, I kind of had this very similar experience when we was doing the Stop Asian Hate thing. When it was a white perpetrator, people were all hashtag. But when it was a black or non-white perpetrator, people were like, it happens. But overall, this is pretty funny. Can you hand me the turn signal from the glove box? Sure, Dad. Thanks. I'm changing lanes. I lived in St. Louis, and this is pretty much how it was. Can't have crap in St. Louis. When your parents told you will never accomplish anything, but you managed to ruin their marriage. I like how Kid Rock here is just strutting like, oh yeah, they're divorced because of me, baby. I laughed way too hard at this. Well, that's all for me today. Thank you all for watching and God bless. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do specific meme videos. And as always, I included memes from Reddit, which include r/memes, r/dank memes, r/holeup, r/make me smile, and r/curse comments. And at the time of recording this, I'm up to over 180 subscribers. And I'm hoping to get to 200 subscribers hopefully by the end of August. I doubt that will happen because we're always toward the end of August by the time this video releases. But who knows? Maybe by the end of August or end of September, I can get up to 200. So please help me to get there. And as always, thank you all very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.